Oh, hey, indeed. Welcome into the guest room. This is a show where we like to play trivia games, guessing games, all stuff like that. I'm your host, Mike. That's Kevin over there.
Family.
That's Matthew.
Business.
And that's KD.
I need a verb.
You're the verb provider. Yeah, that's why we come to you. You're our verb guy.
Is.
No.
Family business is.
I think we need to start it for the other way around because really,
yeah.
Kevin O has the easy ones, and then KD ends up getting stuck with the.
How am I supposed to end
scraps
that sentence?
What are you trying to say?
rules or something like that? Yeah,
Exists.
Is.
I did put you in a bit of a corner on
Maybe
that one.
I'll provide
take
the verb
partial
next time.
responsibility. Yeah, verb it up.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Starting the sentence with the verb.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys. I mean, how many episodes have we released?
At this point, probably close to 30.
In the 20s, and we've recorded far more than that will never make it to anywhere.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
I still can't time the haze on our intro song. I almost
It's
always
every other.
I know. I almost always add an extra one.
Why?
I think because
It's because you're
stupid.
listening with your heart and not with your head.
I just want it to be so much hey indeed, and it's only half as much hey indeed as I want.
I don't think they say indeed in the theme song.
They do. Listen closely.
Really?
No.
Too bad.
I knew you would get someone with that.
Dude, you would have had me just like listening to be like,
I know, it's like got to be in there somewhere.
Everyone's
I'm
turning
always
up
missing song lyrics,
the
so it's like,
intro.
wait, really? That's what it said?
I'm
it took me
getting.
until episode 15 to realize they were saying, hey.
What did you think they were saying?
Nothing. I just heard the music portion.
Matthew, I'm getting slightly too comfortable with you being a presence on these episodes. I'm kind of missing Wheezy Bear.
Look, I do my best, but nobody can fill his wheezes.
Can you
true.
explain where he is and what you've done with him?
He's in a safe place, but I'm going to need a briefcase full of unmarked bills.
I was going to say, he's in a safe place is usually what, I don't know, people say after accomplishing a military coup. Where's the president? He's safe.
All right, so today we are going to be playing a little round of Jeopardy. And here on the Guest Room Podcast, we like to call that a
Jepisode.
Why do we all go the same place?
Oh, I didn't. I went up. I said episode. You guys all went down.
This one's been prepared by the variant, Matthew.
The variant?
I like it. I've had worse nicknames, that's for sure.
Matthew,
Was that a COVID shout out or a Loki shout out?
that was a Loki shout out. Matthew, walk us through categories. We'll see how we like them.
All right, the categories are wait, what? With a question mark. Are you kidding me? Is the next category.
Sorry, does the wait what have an interrobang?
Yeah, interrobang, definitely.
Cool.
By the way,
Just throw an interrobang on the next one, too.
Okay.
I was talking to somebody recently, one of our loyal listeners, who was telling me about another maybe loyal listener who uses, instead of exclamation point, just uses bang as their common parlance for an exclamation point.
Wait, interrobang?
No. Instead of saying
just call it
exclamation
a
point,
bang.
they just say a bang.
Is this Gus
like when
Johnson?
they're talking about that punctuation mark?
Yes,
Is
they
Gus
say
Johnson
just
the guy that says
it's
bang?
Bang!
There's a bang.
Oh, no, that's Mike Breen.
Yeah.
put a
Mike
bang
Breen.
there?
Yeah, just put a bang there on the end of it.
Oh.
Is that
Was that your
A
Mike Green
thing?
impersonation?
Yeah, that was my
It,
best.
it
that was
bugs
my
me
best
that
Mike
it
Breen.
might be a thing
that was
because I've
not
never
good.
heard of it before, and it also seems dumb.
But there are some of those things that are wrong, but they're still things amongst a large population of people.
Yeah, so I think it's the programming people,
Okay,
of which I'm clearly not one.
just put a bang.
Yeah, but okay. Anyway,
The next category is surely you can't be serious.
How do you spell Shirley?
Shirley.
The regular
of course?
way. No, the regular way.
Oh,
It's not an airplane reference. The next category is it's not what you think.
Is that stupid answers?
Are
Or
any
not
of these-
stupid answers?
You'll see. I can totally explain. And the last category is just listen for a minute.
A whole minute.
There you go.
Asia.
That's the board.
Definitely unique categories.
Yeah.
Man, these are all like I got a traffic ticket mailed to me things. Wait, what? Are you kidding me? Surely you can't be serious. No. It's not
I
what
was
you
thinking
think.
a
I can
totally different scenario in my head.
Where were you going?
I'm not saying it out loud.
It's the difference between somebody who is in a serious relationship and somebody who isn't in a serious relationship.
this sounds like that you know that song with the dude
Yes.
asking all them questions? Asking all them questions.
Asking all them questions.
Yeah. making statements, assuming.
What?
You've never seen that video? Oh, come on. 15% of the listeners are banging their heads on the steering wheel right now. That's a great video.
banging?
Exclamation pointing their heads.
Look up asking all them questions or assuming or something like that.
Okay.
I'll put it on my to-do list. All right. So let's go ahead and have Mike kick us off.
I can totally explain for 100.
One brand of VR headsets is the Oculus, which is the scientific word for this body part.
Kitty.
Katie,
The eye.
that is correct. Katie, you're up.
I feel stupid for not getting that.
I'm still figuring out what the category has for us.
200.
This popular beach game involves knocking a flying disc into a cylinder. Mike,
Can Jam,
that is correct. Mike, you're up.
300.
In the Treasure Tracker series of games, this intrepid Mushroom Kingdom sidekick differs from Mario in a critical way. Like a white man, he can't jump.
Kitty.
Katie,
Toad.
that is correct.
400.
It's continent.
This heavyweight could float like a butterfly and sting like a bee.
Kitty.
Katie,
Ali.
that is correct.
500.
Charles Francis Xavier is better known as
Mike.
Mike,
Professor X,
that is correct. This wheelchair-bound teacher.
600.
This is one of the 6 classical simple machines.
Katie.
Plane. Yes, Katie.
Plane.
I'm going to need you to be more specific.
Inclined plane.
That is correct. All right.
Did he just guess
you just-
a 1 out of 6 question correct?
Well, I think he was picking up on what I was laying down there.
I have no idea what that category was about, and we just went through the whole thing.
So I can totally explain, and I knew this moment would come, which is why I named it that. The first answer was I. Then the next answer was Can Jam. Then the next answer was Toad. Then the next answer was
Ali.
And the next answer was
Professor X.
And the last answer was Plane.
Wow. Oh, Mike, I thought you understood that because you understood the category.
No, I just knew those things.
Oh my gosh. I was like trying to get in super quick. Like I knew it was going to be plane. I'm like, what kind of plane? Like, I don't know.
What?
Matthew, that was great.
I'm glad somebody appreciated it because the confused looks coming from the other two. Hopefully some of our listeners enjoyed that as well. So yeah, the answers were I, Can, Toad, Ali, X, Plane in order. Don't worry, not all the categories are like this. They all have different surprises waiting for you.
I get it. Where along the line did you get it, KD?
After I.
What? How did you not get Can Jam?
It's a good thing KD was on this episode because if this was Andy, all 3 of you would still be staring at me.
It's a good thing I didn't guess Dr. Mario.
Well, I wanted to make sure I wanted to confirm my guess. And then for Toad, I was like, I thought it would be totally. So I was like, I was just confused. I was like, oh, it's a mispronunciation, but that's cool. And then I knew it was going to be Ali.
And that's why you said Ali? Oh, wow.
I mean, I was right behind you on a few of those with the right answer, but not having anything to do with the question.
But you would have said Muhammad Ali, and you would have
Yeah.
said incline plane. He actually got that it was part of the clue name, or the category name, and so he just said Ali and plane.
This is why, like, when you, Matthew, talked to me off air about why don't I do more themed boards, I don't even know what you mean by a themed board. Like, I feel like my boards are pretty, I don't know, Kevin themed or something. But yeah, okay, that must be a theme of some kind.
There's nothing wrong with a good Kevin themed board. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. KD, unsurprisingly, you control the board.
Let's go with, wait, what? For 100.
All right. Wait, what? For 100. Tonnage is a measure of this.
Kitty.
KD.
Wait.
That is correct.
200.
This is a measure of the amount of energy used by
Katie.
a light bulb.
Watts.
That is correct. Katie, you're still
300.
up. A dollar bill, a raisin, and a stick of gum all have this approximate basic metric weight.
Can you please
Kitty.
repeat?
Yeah, repeat that, please.
Oh, wait. Did you buzz in?
No,
Katie?
no.
Oh, okay. That kind of sounded like you buzzed in. A dollar bill, a raisin, and a stick of gum all have this approximate basic metric weight.
Kevin,
Kevin.
an ounce.
No, that is not correct.
Mike,
Mike.
1 gram.
A gram, that is correct.
I don't know what metric is.
Oh, you said
An
metric.
ounce is imperial, like the Imperial March. That's what they're talking about. That's what Star Wars is talking about. You know that, right? It's the metric system versus the imperial system. But
Oh, that would be awesome. Just this whole
lot of people
war
don't get
is
that.
about your measuring system.
All right.
400. Wait, what?
At 340 pounds, this man was by far the heaviest U.S. president.
Kevin. Taft.
That is correct.
Yes, more of that, please. 500.
This feared defensive lineman plays for the Steelers.
Katie. TJ Watt.
That is correct.
Wait, you're going back to...
This British hymn writer authored Joy to the World and When I Survey the Wondrous Cross. Mike.
Oh, Isaac Watts?
That is correct. Very
Nice.
good.
I like the clench first.
So all those had
His
to
mother
do
named
with,
him Isaac Watts?
What?
All those had to do with weight or watt. Yeah.
Beer me strength.
Oh, an ode to the Office episode.
I love it.
Surely you can't be serious for 100.
All right. Okay. So these are.
Oh, now you're explaining categories.
All right. I won't explain then. Let's just roll with it. People can figure it out as we go.
I love it.
In 1996, Taco Bell announced that it had purchased this iconic bell.
Katie.
The
Liberty Bell.
That is correct.
Wait, what?
Surely you can't be serious.
Yeah. You didn't want me to explain it?
So they didn't actually.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So these are just lies.
The Liberty Bell does not belong to Taco Bell, but just for the record.
Oh, I didn't get that.
Finally,
There are only
something
so many
Katie didn't
iconic.
get.
There are only so many iconic bells out there, right?
Well, yeah, in fact.
You have to find the right,
not
wrong
either of
answer.
them.
All right, Katie, go ahead.
200.
In 1980, the BBC announced that this iconic clock was going
Kevin.
digital. Kevin,
Big Ben.
that is correct.
But I could have said anything and it still would have been a lie.
Name another iconic clock.
No, but these are things that actually happened. In 1980, the BBC did announce this. It just wasn't true. Taco Bell announced that they'd purchased the bell. It wasn't true.
Oh, okay. 300.
In 1998, a newsletter went viral after it claimed that the Alabama legislature had changed the value of this mathematical constant to 3.
Kevin.
Kevin.
2 plus 2.
No, I'm sorry. That's
Mike.
not correct. I
I
think I heard Katie first.
Pi.
That is correct. Sorry, Mike. I know you were right there.
That's right.
Sorry, Katie. The board is yours.
400.
In 1992, NPR announced that this former president would run for president again, along with a supposed clip of him saying, quote, "I never did anything wrong,
Katie.
and I won't."
Ooh. In 92? Nixon.
That is correct. The quote was, "I never did anything wrong, and I won't do it again." Unquote.
Nice. That's good. It seems more like an SNL thing than an NPR thing.
Or the Onion.
they're a lot more close these days than you would think.
500.
you're up.
500.
In 2015, a left-handed version of this product was announced by Cottonelle.
Mike.
Mike,
Toilet paper.
that is correct.
Love it. That's wonderful.
I know that. I can do that.
I feel like my beloved game has been hijacked by weirdness.
I told you this one would have weird categories. I
love it.
I tried to warn you.
Surely you can't for 600.
All right, surely you can't be serious for 600. In 2008, WestJet ran ads touting the spaciousness of its overhead compartments and promised passengers that they could pay $12 to do this.
Katie. I don't know how to phrase this, but ride or sit in their overhead compartments?
No, I think I'm not going to give it to you. Sorry.
Kevin.
Sleep
In them?
in the compartments is correct. Okay, Kevin, the board is yours. Do you want to give us a score update?
No.
Yeah, midway through, we've got Kevin with 600 points. He just earned those on the last question. Mike with 2,100 and KD with 24.
Dang.
All right, Kevin O, the stage is set for your comeback. It's only halfway through the game.
It is not. Just listen for a minute for one.
Just listen for a minute for 100. These civilian colonists were ready to fight at a moment's
Mike.
notice. Mike.
The Minutemen.
That is correct.
200.
This game show featuring 60-second...
Kevin.
Mike. Oh, wow.
Wait. Sorry. Who was first?
Kevin.
Kevin
Okay,
was,
thank
but
you.
we all
Minute
three
to win
buzzed
it.
in.
That is correct. Yeah, yes, this game show featuring 60-second games has been hosted by Guy Fieri and Apollo Ono.
300.
Wow.
This is the long one on the face, even though it represents a
Kevin.
shorter... Yes, Kevin.
Minute hand.
That is correct.
400.
He's storming back.
I call that the big hand.
Same.
I've heard it both ways. This is a product you'd find at the grocery store.
Kevin.
Yes, Kevin.
Minute Maid.
Wow, very good. Not a house cleaner who works incredibly fast.
5.
All right. Boo, 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 boo,
Horse.
boo.
Double me.
Oh, he's going for the true daily double. Can we get a score update, Mike, just so
Yep.
the audience knows what's at stake here?
Kevin wagering his full is 1,500, Mike at 2,200, and Katie at 24.
All right. This famous quote, supposedly by P.T. Barnum, is not about a dum-dum factory kicking out 1,440 products a day.
A fool is born every minute.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're so close. There's a sucker born every minute. That's what the dum-dum factory is in there for. Suckers. Very close. All right. Okay, Kevin, the board is still yours.
600.
A tachometer measures speed in this format.
Katie,
Katie.
RPMs.
Yes.
Rotations per minute.
Yep, very good.
RSPM.
All right, let's go with Are You Kidding Me for 100.
All right. Are you kidding me? This NBA player turned coach played for the
Kevin.
Mavs. Yes, Kevin.
Jason Kidd.
You got it.
200.
Ooh, man.
This boy band.
Katie.
Katie.
Kid Rock.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's not correct.
There's another band with Kid.
This boy band came back on the scene in 2008.
Kevin.
Yes, Kevin.
New Kids on the Block.
You got it. With a new album entitled The Block.
300.
Henry McCarthy is better known as this famous Old West gunfighter.
Katie.
Katie.
Billy the Kid.
Billy the Kid is correct. Mike
400.
snapped his fingers.
400.
Pitt is the protagonist of this Nintendo series involving characters who hopefully don't fly too close to the sun.
Kevin.
Yes, Kevin.
Icarus the Kid. Kid Icarus.
Kid Icarus, I'll give it to you. There you go. All right, Kevin, the board is yours.
5.
Robert James Ritchie is better known as this singer-songwriter.
Kevin.
Kevin.
Kid Rock.
There you go.
6.
Stole it from Katie. This Scottish sailor was commissioned by the English crown to seize ships.
Kevin.
Kevin.
Captain Kidd.
Captain Kidd is correct, yes.
It's not what you think for 100.
Okay. Do you want an explanation?
I mean,
I should explain this one because it's a fun explanation.
We'll be the judges of that.
Yeah.
That's true. These are questions about instances of the Mandela effect. If you're not familiar with the Mandela effect, it's named after the fact that a lot of people thought Nelson Mandela died in prison when in fact he lived for quite a while after that. So these are common misconceptions. A lot of people think something is one way when in fact it's something else. And some people think this is evidence of parallel universes, but that's another story.
so we're trying to do what?
So all of these are about some kind of common misconception. And so you have to say what the actual correct thing is.
Okay.
Okay. Contrary to what many believe, this beloved H.A. Ray character doesn't have a tail. Mike.
Winnie the Pooh?
No, I'm sorry. That's incorrect.
I don't know.
All right. Boop, boop,
This
boop.
is going to be a tough category if we can't get 100.
That was Curious George.
Okay.
Also, contrary to the books, he is not, in fact, a good little monkey.
That's true.
And he's not even a monkey because monkeys have tails, but he doesn't have a tail.
So what is he?
If it doesn't
So
have a
the
tail, it's
Mandela
not a
effect-
monkey. If it doesn't have a tail, it's not a monkey. It's an ape.
Right, exactly. Veggie tails for the win. Yes, the Mandela effect is most people, if you ask them to describe Curious George, would describe him having a tail, but he doesn't actually have a tail.
200.
Contrary to what many believe, this popular Pokemon has a tail that is simply yellow without a
Kevin.
black tip. Kevin,
Pikachu.
that is correct.
300.
It's all about tails.
Contrary to what many believe, the logo for this brand of underwear, I guess it is about tails, has never had a cornucopia
Katie.
behind... Yes, Katie.
For the loom.
That is correct. They've never had a cornucopia behind the apple and the grapes. But yet, somewhere in our mind's eye, the cornucopia is there for many people.
This is weird.
400.
Contrary to what many believe, this board game's main character has a top
Kevin.
hat. Kevin.
Monopoly.
That is correct. A top hat and a bow tie, but not a monocle.
Oh, yeah. I think he has a monocle.
Right. It's,
5.
It's because you're confusing it with Mr. Peanut. That's the most common explanation.
They're
of that.
closely related.
Yes. Contrary to what many believe, this is the correct way to spell the brand that created the Wienermobile.
Kevin.
All right, you got to get the correct spelling here.
OSCARMEYER.
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. That's the Mandela effect.
Really?
KD.
KD,
OSCARMAYER.
that is correct.
Wow.
I know, it's Meyer, right? We all know it.
Yeah.
But if you look at the logo, it's actually
Mayer.
Mayer. Yeah. All right,
Well, they're wrong.
one more.
600.
Contrary to what many believe, this is the correct way to spell Looney Tunes, as in the show with Bugs Bunny. Now everybody's scared after the last one. Mike.
Wow. LOONEY. Looneytons.
I'm sorry, that's
Kevin.
not correct. Kevin,
Looneytunes.
that is correct.
Like you double Mandela'd yourself.
Because it has the music. The music is playing in the background. So those are the tunes.
We watched the tunes?
Looney Tunes.
All right. What are the scores after that chaos? Going into Final Jeopardy. Uh-oh, Mike's making some score adjustments there.
I don't like that we're watching the tunes. Going into Final Jeopardy, Mike with 1,500, Kevin with 2,500, KD with 3,900.
Ooh.
Wow.
All right.
By the way,
Still up for grabs.
Kevin made his way up to 300, back to 0, up to 1,500, back to 0, and then up to 2,500 from 0.
Nicely done.
So time to go back to 0?
That's right.
Seems like it.
Back to your home, the only one you've ever known. All right. The Final Jeopardy category is, oh, that makes sense. To conclude our...
Oh,
our
I
quick
feel
category.
strong in this category. I'm going to wager everything.
What are the scores again, Mike?
15, 25, 39.
Who has 15?
Mine.
You? Okay, got it.
Who's behind? Mine.
I don't
Come
get
on,
the
no
reference. No.
Toy Story.
Okay. All right. This is a scientific word meaning relating to your sense of smell, but it also sounds like it could be a local description for a long-running plant in a small southern town.
Can you say it again?
This is a scientific word meaning relating to your sense of smell, but it also sounds like it could be a local description for a long-running plant in a small southern town.
Does it have to be spelled correctly?
As long as you're on the right track, it's not a spelling category. That's why they're the Toon Squad in Space Jam,
As
and
opposed to the Loon Squad?
Well, but that's I mean that got Nelson Mandela for me as well. It's,
Yeah, that
I didn't
got
read
converted in
one.
your mind, too.
I thought Berenstain Bears was going to show up because it's actually
Yes.
Berenstain Bears.
Yes, I thought about that, but I decided it was a little too iffy.
That's like a double Mandela because I thought it was Bernstein Bears when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I've never heard of them.
The triple Mandela effect.
Berenstain Bears.
What is that from?
He didn't have a,
children's book
Beloved
series with
children's book
bears.
series.
he didn't have a childhood, and that explains so much.
There's the two parents and the boy and the girl, and like the boy always wears blue.
Describing
and
something I've never heard of won't
Well,
help.
I mean, it's
Let's-
happened in the
let's
past
tell
where
him
you've
more
heard of
about
it, but then
I could show you a picture, and you'd be, oh yeah, that.
I don't think so. I think he's really never heard of it before.
But that doesn't mean he's never seen an image.
Have you
This is
been to
kinda
a
like-
dentist's office before?
I mean, yeah.
It's right there with Highlights magazines.
I don't-
Highlights.
I don't remember.
Berenstain.
I don't remember.
This is kind of like when somebody finds out that someone else doesn't speak English, so they just speak louder so that the person understands. That's basically what's happening right here. All right,
That's
let's
true.
do it. Okay,
Speaking slower does help.
Mike, what's your answer?
Not sure about the spelling.
Mike wrote
but
olfactory. Okay. KO, what's your answer? He wrote olfactory and olfactory. All right. Everybody got that one. And it's an O. That makes sense. It's an O word that makes your sense of smell. Anyway.
Oh, okay.
All right. Perhaps a little too easy. Maybe I shouldn't have given the second part of the description. All right. So let's do final scores then. Mike wagered almost all of his points. So he's up to $29.99 plus shipping and handling.
Sorry.
Kevin
You
wagered-
should get a better acknowledgement for that joke.
Kevin wagered all of his points, and he's up to 5,000. And Kevin Doherty wagered just enough points, making the correct wager to put him at 5,001. He wins by one. Very nicely done. Now I have
Thank
a
you.
question. Would people have still known it if I didn't include the local description for a long-running plant in a small southern town?
I don't think so.
I may have.
I probably still would have guessed the same thing, but I wouldn't have felt confident about
Yeah.
it.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, good job, everybody. I know those were some quirky categories, but I had a lot of fun creating them, and I hope you had fun going through them.
For sure. It's always fun to freshen things up a little bit with new categories. So I appreciated this
And with
board.
left-handed toilet paper.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, it's not available anymore, but you can probably still buy it on eBay.
Yeah, I wish that
really
was
hard to
still a
find.
thing.
eBay or left-hand toilet paper?
Oh, eBay's strong. Left-handed toilet paper is what I want.
Why didn't you draft eBay?
I'm not sure what you're referring to, Kevin.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, thank you, Matthew, for that board. That was fun.
That was very clever. I liked it.
Well done, KD, for finally wagering the correct number of points.
Woo!
That's a win, even if you haven't heard of the Berenstain Bears.
See, I feel like Matthew's presence here made you more aware of your wager
Probably.
and gave you the win.
I probably would have just wagered everything, actually, had I, because...
Ooh, then you might have set the record.
Well,
Right?
I'm
What's
glad
the
you didn't
record
do
again?
that then. Thank you for being here.
73 something?
73.
Yeah, so
399.
that would have been 78 if he'd gone for it all.
Yeah.
We can, often we talk about records that may or may not have been broken. We actually don't have this written down anywhere. We can confirm this is the narrowest margin of victory that we've ever had, or at least tied for
Single
it.
point.
So that's fun.
Yeah, I think, and that is because it's so rare that everyone or multiple people or maybe even anyone get Final Jeopardy correct.
Well, I think we've all made a conscious effort recently to ease up on the Final Jeopardy questions.
Yeah.
And I think we've swung the pendulum a little bit too far in that direction.
I mean, it's just like in pub quizzes that you really want one or two people to get it correct.
I want one. Me.
Also, interestingly, Kevin O'Brien actually scored the most points in the
whole round
in the pre-Final Jeopardy time period, but the Daily Double came up and got him, which you were so close on. I felt for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, even if you had gotten taken a zero there instead of a negative 1,500, you would have been just 100 points ahead of KD.
Yeah, but then he would have wagered it all and probably still beaten me. So I needed to get it right.
Anyway,
Which I mean,
you were on the right track.
if it's about the heart of the question, I got the heart of the question right. But apparently it wasn't.
About the
That's
brain.
why I put the Dum Dums, the
Yeah.
Dum Dum Factory in the question.
Matthew's always one for the letter of the law, not the spirit.
I'm going for the Dum Dums.
Can you put that on your LinkedIn?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm going for the dum-dums.
well, thank you, listeners, for joining us. We have enjoyed your presence here, even though we can't feel it at all, and you technically don't really even exist at the moment of this recording. But you will listen to this eventually. If you want to get involved with the show, send an email to theguestroompodcast@gmail.com. If you want to be kind to us, then go ahead and give us a rating if you haven't already. And if you already have, go find a different app and rate us on that as well. Spotify is offering the ability to rate podcasts now. Apple has been doing that for a while. So if you want to throw us a rating, that would be great. Tell all your friends and your family about us. Feel free to share what we post on the social media and get people listening that way in your sphere of influence if you want us to continue producing this podcast. Also, if you want to keep us guessing, you can go to Patreon and support us. That's going to be coming up soon here. You can get merch on our Patreon page as well. Find some hats. KD here is sporting a mouse pad, a guest room branded mouse pad.
I need a mouse pad.
Which is pretty cool. Well, go get a guest room mouse pad.
Do we have them in oversized?
I'm unsure. I'll take a look.
We appreciate you guys. We really have fun doing this podcast, and we always have fun hearing your comments to us, whether in person or over the electronic waves. As always, farewell. I'm out of outros tonight.
The electronic waves.